Now, let's review.
All right, so I'm about to kick off here. Put my foot here. I can kind of kick off, use it as a scooter. I don't really have much wiggle room on my right foot. And then to transition, I'll put both my feet here and then just sort of sit down. It's not too bad. Not as uncomfortable as you would imagine it to be sitting on a bicycle seat. I am way on the back of it, sort of on the wider, cushier side. The front half is probably not bearing any weight. This is somewhat comfortable. There's some bumps here. I can feel each and every one of them. I think that with a stronger spring under the seat, you could get it to feel a lot more comfortable. And I mean, these are just little sidewalk bumps. I think that if I were to, be approaching something that was going to be a lot worse, that I'd probably want to stand up real quick. Yeah, my butt is not happy sitting on this seat, that's for sure. I am too low. I want to be higher so that I can put more weight on my feet without having to pull on the handlebars. Because normally on a bike, you'd have your feet kind of down here and they'd be supported. They'd sort of be standing on the pedals. Now that I'm going a little faster, a bit more wind in my hair, feels a little bit better. All right, so I'm gonna build up some speed here. Now I really start to feel the vibrations of the road. I think at this point my butt has just sort of accepted being uncomfortable. I think that there are a couple modifications you could do to make this way better. And the first one would be to replace this bike seat. I went around that roundabout maybe like 15, 20 times. A little sore in the rumpus area. I don't know. I'm definitely not comfortable. I'm definitely saddle weary. But now I'm gonna try and really put it through its test. I'm gonna hit some of these ridiculous speed bumps. Ooh, well, that's not that bad. Ooh. Oh, okay. It moved. Something adjusted. I think I'm lower now. I think it slid down. It wasn't bad going that way. It wasn't pleasant, but none of this has been pleasant. So I really wish that this seat were a different seat. I don't think that a bicycle seat is the right thing, because usually you'd have your feet on your pedals here and you'd be pushing off on the pedals, and you'd be able to give a lot more support to your body through your feet. Even if you put all your weight back here, it's not comfortable. You can remove this seat and put whatever seat you want. Whatever they used for springs, it doesn't work. As soon as I sit on it, it compresses completely.
All right, so maybe it was the rider. I mean, maybe the seat's not so bad for a different rider. Let's give it a shot. I see what you mean. You lose all of the bounciness the second you put your weight on it. Do you find yourself leaning back? I find myself leaning back.
I don't think I was doing that, was I? I think it's because I don't trust leaning back.
Oh, I find it very comfortable to lean back. I can see how if I had to go a mile or two, like I would definitely want to take a load off. And then, so you're saying that basically you can stand up whenever you want to. That's nice, actually. You can give your butt a rest.
Yeah.
Just stand up, relax, wiggle around, give your butt a rest, and then sit down when you want to. I actually think this would give more rideability to this thing for someone like me. To go from standing to sitting is like a really nice feature. I actually feel like it feels safer for me when I'm sitting lower. Like, I like this height better. I'm really enjoying the seat. It has a lot more cushion to it than when we got out of the box. I looked at it and I thought, oh, that's just a hard seat, but it's actually got a lot of foam and it's pretty comfy. I think getting this angle right is really super important. Right now, I actually think it's pretty good. Wow, I'm really surprised. I thought I was gonna really dislike this seat. I think this just made it so that I would want to ride this thing way more. The fact that you can switch it up means that if your butt is getting tired, then just stand up for a little while. And to me, like that, once you've stood for a minute or two and you've rested your butt muscles, you're probably good to go back to sitting on your butt again. Whereas you can't really do that on a bike. But I feel like if you get the seat, you're gonna be more like me. Let's be honest, people, all right? If you get the seat, I think your person is more like me. You're riding it because you're probably gonna, you're going for comfort over style. Because, I mean, let's be honest, style, I think you lost points here. Here's my question for Jesse. Could you carry this in your backpack on the train, pop it onto the Bird. So let's give that a shot. Let's see how that works out.
All right, so if I just got off the train, obviously this wouldn't already be on the scooter, so let me take it off the scooter. That comes right off, all right. So you'd carry around this. If you could fit this into your backpack, you know, kind of have this sticking out the back or something like that. Then when you get off the train, you take these parts out. So we'll start with the base. We come to the back of the scooter here, unlock these two. So now that I have it over, tighten it up a little bit and then lever lock it in. Slide this into place, lock it in, and then you'd be all set. All right, so if I wanted to throw it into the back of Sparky, it won't fit as is, but of course it does fold. And so let's see if it folds with the seat up. The folding mechanism, this comes around and there's just enough room so that it will actually fold with the seat attached. So you could do it this way and you have the seat stick up. It sticks up an extra, you know, 4 or 6 inches. So, I mean, that fits, at least in the Model X. I like that it's removable. I like that it folds up. It is not comfortable at all. I would want a seat that's much more forward, a lot more wider, so it could support me. Something either more like a chair or more like a saddle. I think that it works, and that's something I was surprised at for the price. I was expecting it to be a lot chintzier than this. I was expecting it for there to be a lot of wobble below the seat, and there is none of that. So do I want to use this scooter more with the seat? Not really. As of right now, I mean, I will sometimes use the scooter when I don't feel like I was gonna walk somewhere anyway, like I'll just take the scooter. I don't think that this seat is necessarily going to get me to do that more. I think that maybe I would throw it on there every once in a while, maybe if I had gone for a long run or something and my legs were tired. So in terms of weight, this doesn't really add that much. I mean, I think it's about a pound and this already weighs like 26 pounds. So it's not adding that much weight. The thing that I also like is that it allows you to lift it a lot easier. So I was definitely really interested in this before I got it. It was like, oh, if I could sit down, that would be great. And I think that there's a lot of people who are gonna feel that way. I don't know if all of those people want this, but I think that with some modification, like anyone would like it, because it basically turns this from what is basically a scooter, which isn't necessarily everyone's cup of tea, into more of a moped, which is a little bit more approachable. So if you're interested in this seat in particular, you can check it out at GearBest. We put the link down below. Please consider liking this video if you liked it, and consider subscribing. We're gonna do a lot more videos on electric scooters, electric bicycles, so be sure to check it out.